Hi, everyone. This is Lisa, and I want to thank you and welcome you to my webinar. So it is actually 10, I'm actually in Honolulu, Hawaii right now. It is actually 10 a.m. So wherever you are, maybe on the West Coast, Central Time, or on the East Coast, I want to welcome you. I'm so excited you're here, and I'm so excited to do this webinar. So let me just share with you that this is my first webinar, so I'm a little nervous, but we're going to have lots of fun, and I'm so excited to share with you what I have. So many of you saw my ad, and something struck you for you to sign up and register for this webinar. So whether you Hi everyone, this is Lisa. I guess we had a little bit a few technical difficulties. Let me start all over again. So welcome everyone. I'm so excited. I want to thank you for being here. I'm in Honolulu, Hawaii, and it's 10 a.m. So wherever you are, if you're on the East Coast, West Coast, Central Time, just welcome and aloha. So you're here today because you probably saw one of my Facebook ads and something struck you to decide to register for my webinar. And I want to say this is my first webinar I've ever done, so I'm a little nervous, but we're going to have a lot of fun. Anyway, as I was saying, something struck you about the Princess Tea Party business and learning to create the perfect part-time business for women, which is what I think I have found. So that's what we're gonna learn about here today in the webinar, and it really is the perfect part-time business for women. And you can start this within 30 days or less. And the beauty of it is you won't miss out on your kids growing up. So let me begin and tell my story. My business is Lisa Rose Dollhouse and Tea Room, and it was actually established in October of 1998. That's almost 20 years ago. I've been established and in business in the same location in Honolulu. This graphic is from Honolulu Magazine, and I was very proud of receiving this. I was given the award of Best Kitty Birthday Parties in the City in Honolulu Magazine. So, I've been around for a long time, and everyone knows me in town. But I have to say that being here for almost 20 years, I recently got the second generation of princesses. As you can see in the middle photo, here I am with a mom, and she had her birthday party at Lisa Rose when she was 6 years old. And she recently brought her 3-year-old daughter in to experience the same memories she remembered. I mean, I was so surprised that she had remembered everything that happened at Lisa Rose. And it left such a lasting impression with her that she wanted her daughter to experience the same thing. I mean, look at her expression, and look at some of the expressions in these photos here. These kids, their eyes and their face smiles say it all. I mean, it is such a wonderful business. It's so much fun. And so maybe that's what drew you in to attend this webinar. So I just want to say that my goal for this web class is really to help moms and other women out there with a great alternative to a 9-to-5. I mean, like I said, I think I found the perfect part-time business for women and moms. So if you're on this website, you probably fall into one of these 3 categories. Moms. I'll show you how you'll be able to add income to your household, be able to contribute, and do something worthwhile and satisfying besides raising your kids, and not miss out on the kids growing up. If you're a working woman working a 9 to 5, I know what's that like. I've been there, I've done that. It can be really, really tough, and especially with kids and running a household. So, if you're stressed out, burnt out on a 9 to 5, this can help you avoid worrying with that stress that comes with working for someone else. I mean, not only working for someone else, but there's so much involved. There's your daily commute, there's parking, there's your professional attire, there's childcare. That was a big issue for me when the kids got out of school. What do I do with them? They're in the after school program till 6 o'clock in the evening. That's a long day for them. And so I know you working women out there are feeling the pain there. And with this economy, the way things are these days, you don't know if your job is secure. I mean, none of us know that. It's something that we fear. I mean, I just read today on Facebook about Lowe's in North Carolina, where I did live for a while, is laying off 200 IT techs. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. And for small business owners out there, if you own a complementary business such as a hair salon, a children's boutique, a women's boutique, a bakery, a catering company, a skating rink, a roller skating rink, any kind of kids entertainment, I mean, I can show you how you can add income and gain exposure for both your business, your services, and your products. This is a great add-on business. My promise to you. Basically, my promise to you is I want to help moms and working women time business. I mean, like I said, this for nearly 20 years, and I've learned a lot, I've tested a lot, I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've really perfected this business. And I've developed over the past 5 years, which I've been working on, a proven business formula to help you establish a part-time business of your own. I mean, I can show you how to avoid costly mistakes. I can show you how to save time. When I first started this business, I spent hours and hours on the internet. And at that time, that's all there was. There wasn't any social media. So it was basically the internet, it was books, and it was a lot of research. But I can show you how to save a lot of time, a lot of headache, and also a lot of money, because I mean, it was all trial and error for myself. I didn't have anyone to help me. I didn't have a mentor who had been in the business. There weren't any books about Princess Tea Party businesses, very few for women. So definitely my promise to you is to help you avoid all of that. And one of the biggest things is all you can do, my promise is you can do this all without the fear of failure. I mean, that's a big fear for anyone, for women, for men. I mean, I definitely had to combat the fear of failure. I mean, it's a big step. You're taking some risks, but with my help, I can help you get over that fear of failure. So let me just say, if you stay until the end of this webinar, you will be eligible for a very special offer. And, I really want you to stay and listen to what I have to offer, because I'm here to help you. I've been where you are, and I know how tough it can be out there. And I really believe that I have found a way, and I'd like to see other Princess Tea Party businesses come up. I'm not going to open another one. I'm very content with what I have, but I want to share this idea and this business with other women out there, because I really believe that this is a long-lasting business. I mean, I'm proof of it. I've been here for almost 20 years in the same location doing exactly the same thing, and I can show you how to do it. So let's go over a few housekeeping items. If you don't mind, if you can silence your cell phone or turn it off. And no looking at Facebook while we're here. I know it's hard not to do that, but you know, we all know Facebook is great. It's great to stay connected. It's great for businesses, but it is a time sucker. And, you know, you can get so distracted with Facebook. So if you don't mind, please turn off your Facebook or don't look at it. And if you're a mom, working woman, or like I said, a small business owner, and you're serious about adding some extra income or you know, a change in your life, the next 45 minutes will change your life. It is something that I'm so proud of and want to share with you. So just look at this photo and take a minute and imagine what your life would be like if you could find balance as a working woman. I know how hard it is. I mean, I was in the same situation, dropping the kids off at 7 in the morning, not being able to pick them up after school, having, you know, them go over to after school care and being at work all day, wondering if they're okay, and then rushing out of work, feeling guilty, you know, leaving too early, but rushing to pick the kids up before the 6 o'clock deadline. Otherwise, I get penalized. And then thinking about dinner. Oh my God, the work has not even begun. You know, and luckily, hopefully, you know, stopped at the grocery store or market to pick up, you know, your supplies for dinner. And then we all know the real work begins at home. So imagine what your life would be like if you could, you know, drop the kids off in the morning or have your, you know, hubby drop the kids off. You're at home and you can take care of business while they're at school or taking a nap, and get on the computer, take care of reservations and do it and work on some marketing, and then be there when they get out of school, pick them up and, you know, go and take them for ice cream, go over to the park, wind down, and then go home and, you know, get dinner ready and feed them. I mean, how much fun and how much easier would that be in your life? I mean, that's exactly what I did. And with this great part-time business, you can schedule it any way you like. Primarily, parties are held on the weekend, but you know, it's your schedule, it's your life, it's your business. You can plan it and create it any way you want. So let me just give a little bit of background on how I got started. Here I am standing in front of my Honolulu location. At one time, I did have 2 locations. So I always, you know, the original location has been in Honolulu, but I did have a location for about 5 years in North Carolina, very close to Charlotte. And let me say, those are 2 very diverse areas. And it just goes to prove that little girls everywhere want to be princesses. They all want to dress up. They all love to play pretend. And princesses will never go out of style. I mean, there will always, while there's Disney, there will always be princesses. We all know that Disney comes up with a new princess every couple years, and it can be with Frozen and, you know, and Moana. We all know what a advertising blitz they do, and it just reinforces your business. And I mean, they've done such a great job that Cinderella is still the most popular princess. I found that out, and that has been how many years now? Cinderella is still the most requested princess that I get. Anyway, Honolulu, back to Honolulu. So this is how I got started. And the other photo you'll see, I have a little shop connected to my business. I love to sew and I love fashion, so I did a little resale and consignment shop there. So, you know, you can do these things. Whatever interests you, you can add on to your business. So in this next photo is my reason and why. And I know you all have your own reason, your own why, that you're here or that you want to take a next step or you're exploring other options. So this is my family here, and my husband Peter and my 3 children. This was my daughter Sean. You'll see her in the right there with the leis on. It's a tradition in Hawaii when you graduate. But this was her graduation actually in North Carolina. And, you know, I'm so proud of them, and I'm sure you all have your reasons why. But anyway, I wanted to show you my reason why. So let me just say, first of all, before we really get into this, is that results are not typical. I mean, I will walk you through the system that I've used for nearly 20 years. I've gotten great results and longevity. So I know what I'm talking about. I am an expert in this field. And please understand, these results are not typical because each of you will have different goals and you'll have different objectives. Some of you will want to do this just part-time, and that is great. That's an ideal business for moms out there, a part-time business. Some of you will want to do it full-time, and you'll want to just jump right in, do parties full time, do additional add-ons. I mean, I also do etiquette classes. I mean, that is an ideal complementary business. Some of you will want to open several locations. That's great. It can be done. I've operated a location remotely and it does work. So, like I said, you all have your different goals and objectives. That's the beauty of this business. It is so flexible and there are so many options. However, I'm very, very happy and excited to share with you exactly what's worked for me and what continues to work for me. Let me just say that this is not about getting rich quick. There's a lot of those kinds of businesses out there. We all know that, you know, we all have done it once or twice and there's nothing wrong with it. It does work, but you know, some people just don't want to sell. Some people just don't want to, you know, sell to their friends and family, and they are looking for another option. And this is another option. It's a rewarding and fun way that you can add income and also spend quality time with your family. I mean, it has been wonderful. My family with three kids growing up, being able to do this part-time on my own time. I basically, you know, held parties on the weekends and was able to schedule that. If we were going away for the weekend, I could block those days out. It's great. I love it. So again, here's my story, and I have to show my three young kids at the time when I started this business. These are my three monkeys, Kiana, Sean, and Devlin. And it was about this time when they were about this age when I was home and started thinking about, hey, you know, I need to go back to work. I need to contribute to this household. I need to get out of the house. I want to do something. I mean, I had had a very successful career at Nordstrom for over 10 years. I loved it. I learned a ton about customer service. But, you know, the retail business is very, very demanding. And it really didn't work with my lifestyle and my three kids. So I believe I have found the perfect business. I mean, it's the perfect business for me, and it can be the perfect business for you too. So 25 years ago, here I am, young mother, chasing after these three little monkeys. And like I said, I'm in Honolulu. I was born and raised in Hawaii. And I also have lived in California and North Carolina. So when they were about this age, I dreaded going back to a 9 to 5. You know, I had missed activities prior to that. I missed picking them up from school, and I wanted to keep doing all those things. So I decided to look around for something. I first started looking around for part-time jobs because I, you know, was avoiding the 9 to 5, and there wasn't much out there. Childcare was ridiculous. It didn't make sense to do that. And there just wasn't anything in my area that suited me. And at the time, my husband Peter was doing really well. And I thought, okay, I'm going to look for a part-time business I can run. And so I started on the internet and I started looking around. And you know, wasn't finding much out there. And let me tell you, at that time, there wasn't much. I mean, the internet, sure, there was an internet, but there wasn't much material out there, and there wasn't much for women because What I found, everything cost at least $20,000 and up to start a franchise, to just start a franchise. Most of them were over $50,000. Nothing really exciting for women. I mean, a lot of sub sandwich shops, pizza shops, cleaning services, that sort of thing. None of that interests me. I just was not, it wasn't something I could get behind. So I kept searching and searching and searching. I mean, I spent hours on the computer looking. Then something happened that actually ended up saving my family from disaster. It was Sean, my middle daughter's fourth birthday party, and we decided to do the backyard fun birthday barbecue. And I invited her friends, the neighbor kids, and some relatives. And well, okay, we're going to have a great party for her. And so I decided to hire, as you can see, the local clown, which was not cheap. It was very expensive, in fact. It was almost $300 for the clown to come and entertain us. Anyway, it was all set. I had prepped for the party for a week, clean, got everything ready, went out and bought all the supplies and food and prepped again, cleaned again, worked on RSVPs, decorating, all of that. And we were set, we're having a good time, and the clown shows up. But Sean did not like this clown. She did not want the clown near her. She did not want the clown near her friends. I mean, she let everyone know. She's not shy about her emotions. So she let everyone know that she was not happy. So, as you can tell, the party was a disaster. It really was. It was not fun. It was just, I threw money down the drain. But a good thing came out of it, because a light bulb went off. I thought, I can do better than this clown. I mean, I have 3 young kids. I cook and clean for them constantly. I'm entertaining them. Why not make money doing it? So I thought, hey, I can do much, much better than this clown. So I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I loved it, throwing parties and entertaining. And I always felt I had a very creative streak to me. I love decorating and doing that sort of thing. So I thought, okay, I'm going to research this and I'm going to start a part-time business. So, I looked online. There wasn't anything there, of course. And I just, kind of pondered it for a while. And I came up with Princess Tea Parties. I mean, thank goodness for that disaster. I knew I could do much better. So like I said, I came up with Princess Tea Parties. Both my girls, they love dressing up. They love playing pretend. They loved, their pretend tea parties. They liked the makeup and the high heels and doing all of that thing. So I thought, hey, all girls love princesses. They spent hours, if I let them, sitting in front of the TV watching Disney movies. I mean, it was from one princess movie to the next. So I thought, hey, let's do princess tea parties. So we can fast forward, and it's almost 20 years later, and Lisa Rose is going stronger than ever. And princesses have not gone out of style. As you can see, as I explained about the 2 generations, and I don't think they will ever go out of style. I keep saying, as long as there's Disney, there's little girls and there's princesses. So all girls want to dress up and be princesses. I mean, look at these photos here. I mean, how can you resist? This is my job. This is my job. I make money doing this. I mean, how much fun is this? I mean, you don't even need to, I love Disneyland, but you don't even need to go to Disneyland. It's like going to Disneyland every day, but I'm getting paid for it. I'm seeing these smiles on these kids, and it's always a happy occasion. Parents love you because you're helping them out. I mean, birthdays come once a year, and they want to do something special for their daughters or their kids. And, maybe they feel guilty about working every day, and they want to throw a really nice, memorable party for their daughter. And they don't have the time to do it. If you're working a 9 to 5, I mean, you're beat. I mean, it's a lot of work putting on a kid's birthday party. I'm sure a lot of you know, even a small little birthday party at home can be really an endeavor. So, look at this. I mean, I can't get over that. All these years, I'm so thankful. I can't believe that I get paid to do this, and I generate an incredible income doing this all part time on the weekends. So this is how I started Lisa Rose. Um, I started my first one, like I said, in Honolulu, in Hawaii, and I was living in California at the time with my family, and we were really wanting to move back to the islands. My mother really wanted us to move back, and she had just retired. She was throughout her years, and she had decided to retire. And her last profession was as a real estate agent. She was very successful, and she was involved with all types of volunteer and community events. I mean, everyone knew her. She was a very successful businesswoman, but she decided to retire. And then, a couple months, she decided that she was bored, and she kept hounding us to move back to Hawaii. You guys got to move back. She missed the grandkids, and she really wanted to spend time with them. So I told her my idea about starting Princess Tea Party business, and she thought it was great. She said, let's do this. You can fly back and forth and work on it. I'm here. I can do some of the legwork. We can find you a space. We can get it started. This is great. We can both work. It's going to be a lot of fun. And that's how the name Lisa Rose came about. I mean, of course, my name's Lisa, and my mom is Rose. So Lisa Rose, it was perfect. I mean, we did the whole rose motif with floral Victorian type of decor. It was really perfect. So going back and forth for a while, getting everything set up, the business took off pretty quick. And we were a little surprised and also overwhelmed and very excited. I mean, it was great. Our first party, we had 10 little girls there. They were so giddy. We were nervous, and, but it was fun. But one thing that I heard at that party was the other little girls saying, I want my party here too. Let's do this. I want to do this for my birthday. This is the best birthday party ever. And so I knew, hey, this is going to work. It's going to be incredible. I mean, you have 10 girls there. I mean, that's your best advertisement. And parents are standing around, they're watching their party, they're enjoying it, and they're liking this too, thinking, hey, I didn't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. All I need to do is send out invitations and make sure the kids come. I'll leave everything to Lisa Rose. And, it's 2 hours out of my weekend, and we can go and enjoy the day after this. I'm not home cleaning and cooking and preparing. It's wonderful. So I got tons of feedback for our first month of business, and the word got out really quickly. I mean, Honolulu is a small town, even though there are a lot of people here, but the word gets out pretty quickly. So we were really excited. And then I had gone back to California for a bit, and then I got a really devastating phone call. A call came that my mom had passed away, and it was just something that threw me for a loop. We were very close, and I mean, she was there to support me, and it was going to be fun. We were going to do this, and we had not even moved back yet. We were in the process of planning on moving back. So I had to rethink this whole thing. I mean, we had signed a lease sign. What am I going to do? Who's going to run it? What am I going to do? So luckily, I had a family member who could step in for me, and I was flying back and forth, and it did work. But, I wanted to be there and run my own business, which is what I later did. So now here's the kicker through this whole story. It was about 10 years after we had started, and I remember it was a Wednesday afternoon, and I was home, and I was in the kitchen. It was still daylight out, and I saw my husband drive up. I mean, he usually didn't come home until it was dark, and why was he home now? And it made me, think, oh my God, what's wrong? I thought it was, a family member, one of the kids, something happened. And he walked through the door, and I saw the look on his face, and it just made my heart sink. I didn't know what it was. I mean, I was like, oh my God, what happened? And we all know it was, 2008. We all know what happened then with the real estate bubble and bust. And, he was right in the middle of the whole thing. And that was his business. I mean, he was a home builder, he was a developer. And, he said the housing market crashed. I'm going to have to close the firm. In fact, I did close the firm, and I had to let all my employees go. I mean, he was devastated. A lot of people in the industry did not see it coming. It was building up and it was building up. There were so many good years, but it crashed. It literally crashed. And it affected so many people. I'm sure some of you out there, I know some of you out there were affected, even if you were not in the housing industry. Everyone was affected. So remember when I said at the very beginning of this webinar about this business saving my family from financial disaster? Well, it really did. So when he walked through the door and hit thinking the world was ending, I knew it wasn't, because my business had kicked in. It was in high gear. I was doing 30 to 40 parties a month. He just wasn't really paying close attention. Why? Because he had his own business to run, his own employees, he had his own challenges, and it was a busy household. I was running my business and taking care of the kids, and he was running his. So he really did not know how well I was doing. So the Princess Tea Parties saved us. I mean, of course we had to cut back on a lot of things, the vacations and spending, that sort of thing. But, I was able to keep my 3 kids in private school. And then I was later on able to send them through college. I still have one in college, but, it was a godsend. It really saved us. So that's why I feel like my calling now is to show moms and other women out there all over the world, because I believe this business can work anywhere. I mean, I'm in Honolulu, and we get people from all over the world here. We get a lot of Japanese tourists. We get a lot of Australians and Canadians, Europeans, and just people from the US. I mean, they come from everywhere. Everyone loves Hawaii. I go to the Disney store, and it's packed with Japanese tourists. I mean, all the little girls love princesses. They love Disney princesses. They eat it up, and it's big business. So that's my calling. I mean, I want to help and show moms and women all over the world how they can start a business like this and be able to spend quality time with their kids. I mean, I know it will work. I've proven that it will work. And I believe it can work anywhere, because there will always be birthdays, always little girls, always be Disney, and there'll always be princesses. So, it really is the perfect business for women. And how I got started with Princess Tea Party business is, again, hosting thousands of parties all over the years in Honolulu. We got a ton of military families and military moms come in, because, there's a big military population. And the moms would come in, and I would hear them say, or they would say to me, oh my God, I love this. This is so much fun. I want to do this business when I go home. And they'd come up to me and say, how did you do this? How did you start? How much did it cost? Can you show me how? Can I call you? Can I pick your brain? I mean, there are a ton of moms who were interested in doing this. Of course, I didn't want the competition in Honolulu, although there have been several places that have popped up that had not lasted. But I thought again, hey, why not there and help these other moms and women out there start their own Princess Tea Party business. I mean, it's been wonderful for me. I really don't want to expand, but I love sharing and I love helping other women out there. So, that's how Princess Tea Party business came about. I want to show you and other moms out there, other women out there, how to start a business like this quickly, efficiently, and cost effectively. I mean, I have made all the mistakes. I have done all the trial and error. I've spent all the money. I've put in all the time and done all the work. And I can show you how to do it the right way. I can show you how to do it the right way. So my business saved us. It was just kicking into high gear. I was doing 30 to 40 parties a month, and he just wasn't paying attention. Now I'd like to show you, you can see how wonderful this business is. I mean, it's so much fun. I don't even think of it as a job. I mean, I absolutely love it. It's just a pleasure to going to work and doing this. But I want to show you the other side of it, the profitability. I mean, we all have to earn an income. You're doing this to make money, to generate income, to help your family, whether it's your income or an add-on income, or you're adding on to a business. Profitability and bottom line is important. So let me just show you here before we even get into what I have. The average party price. The average party price that I charge is $400. I mean, that is really the going price these days, anywhere from $300 to $400 for a party of about 9 to 10 kids. My average cost per party is $25. Like I've said, I've streamlined this business. I know what inventory to get, what supplies to get, what to serve them, the most cost-effective way to do it and not waste money. So my average cost per party is $125. I mean, this also includes my rent. And keep in mind, I'm in Honolulu. The rents here are outrageous. So if you live in a big city somewhere, whether it be, Los Angeles, San Francisco, DC, New York, Atlanta, wherever you are, you know what rents are there. And so my rent is even included in this. So my profit before my salary per party is approximately $285. That's a huge profit. It really does not cost much to put on these parties. It's all service, it's all your attention to detail, and it's all consistency. So like I said, bear in mind, I'm in Honolulu and my rent here is almost $3,000 a month, but I do have a large location. I can run a ton of parties through the facility, and I do have a separate shop that I've set up. I also run etiquette classes, and I do other things. I do walk-ins. I do women's meetings. They love to have their activities at our locations because it's so beautifully decorated. But I wanted to go through this and just show you and give you an idea and the possibilities of this business, whether you decide to do it part-time, 5 parties a month, or whether you want to, have a full-fledged location going with 30 to 40 parties a month, or several locations. It can be done. So what I'm going to share with you now are some of the secrets about starting a Princess Tea Party business. So number one, I'm I'm going to show you how to completely eliminate fear when you follow this trusted formula. I mean, fear of failure is huge. We all have that fear. And I think if you feel confident, you have help, you have support, you have training, you have guidance, that will dissipate. You'll always have fear of failure in doing something like this, starting your own business, but I can help you eliminate a lot of that fear. I'm really going to say that anyone can do this part-time business with a limited budget. Doesn't matter what your background is. I mean, like I said, I didn't have a business background at all. I had tons of sales and customer service experience. I had experience raising 3 kids. But, what you really need is you need to love to work with kids, and you need to have that passion, and you need to be able to roll up your sleeves and get the job done and be creative. But most of all, you need that desire and that love for children. Another secret is how to limit paid advertising to avoid wasting money. I mean, I'll show you how to creatively leverage social media marketing and promotions. When I started this business around, and we all know how influential Facebook is. I mean, we're all on it. I have to admit, I'm always on Facebook. I get a lot of business ideas. That's how you found me, is probably through a Facebook ad. And, I didn't have that. So, I mean, it's such a huge advantage. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. It really doesn't. This business is so visual. It is perfect for social media. And I can show you that. I can show you how to do that. And I can show you how to limit paid advertising and avoid wasting a ton of money. I mean, when I first got started, really all there was display advertising, meaning print advertising in your local newspaper or your local kids magazine, and radio, and also TV. I mean, I did all of that, and it was so expensive. You really don't need that anymore. I mean, there are so many creative guerrilla marketing tactics to use, and I know them, and I can show you. So the first secret, let's go through these. Overcoming the fear of failure. I mean, oops, I passed that over a little too quickly. Sorry about that. Overcoming the fear of failure. So step 1 is to follow the formula. I mean, like I said, I did not have any coaching. I didn't even have a training manual. No one else, I didn't know anyone else who was doing this. I kind of just creatively did it. And I had to do it, and I made mistakes. I mean, if you follow this formula, everything is here: templates, forms, correspondence, but most importantly, what's here is the coaching and the training, because I have done it all. You're not learning from someone who has a master's in business. Great, that's wonderful, but the Princess Tea Party business is not like running Starbucks. It really isn't. It is a niche market, and there are certain particular nuances to this business. So, and I know them all. I mean, I am an expert in this field. I've been doing this for such a long time, and I'm so proud of this formula that I have created to help you, and I really do want to help you. So step 1 is to follow the formula. It's been developed. There's a ton of collateral material, there's coaching. I mean, I'll be there to answer your questions. Step number 2 is to stay within your niche. All right, so like I said before, there have been not a whole lot, but there have been some other maybe not even princess, but children's party venues come up. There have been princess ones in that niche, but they have not lasted. A lot of them didn't last last because they didn't stay within their niche. They were doing everything. They were offering, you could take your pick between a Cinderella, Snow White. I can't even remember what else was out there. American Girl, that was still is a big thing, and Little Pony, and all these things. I mean, glamour parties, spa parties, makeover parties, nail parties. I mean, there's just so much out there. And it got too confusing, but I have stayed within my niche for over 20 years. I have started with princess tea parties, and I'm still doing princess tea parties. It's simplified, your inventory, your costs stay down. There is really no need to, offer everyone everything. I mean, a princess is a princess in my book. So step number 2 is to stay within your niche. Step number 3 is to lay out your business plan. This is so important. I mean, I did lay out my business plan, and I want to help you do it. We have a simplified business plan. Whatever your goals are, whether you want to do it part-time, whether you want to do it full-time, whether your goal is to open 2 locations, or whatever your goal may be. You could be mobile, you could lease a space, you could do it out of your home, you could do it out of your barn, you could do it, you could sublease a space, you could do it out of a restaurant. There are so many options in this business, but it's so important to lay out your business plan. Does it work on paper for you? And what are your goals? So let's go to the next secret. Secret number 2, no experience is necessary. I truly feel that it doesn't matter who you are and your background, anyone can do this as long as you enjoy working with kids, or you can fake it too, but it's better if you enjoy working with kids. So it really does not matter what your background. I truly believe that anyone can do this. So step number 1 is, related to the business plan, is goal setting. It's so important. You will not achieve your goals without having them down on paper. And we all know that. We all know about goal setting. We all know about dream boards, whether it is a short-term goal, which was something you should have, mid-range goal, and also a long-range goal. It is so important. That way you can measure your success, or if you're not meeting your goals, you can step it up and figure out what's wrong, and and improve on that. So it's super important to set your goals, and that's something we'll do. But your goals are not written in stone either. So it's something that I have revamped and altered and changed many, many times, depending on where I was at in life and where my family was at in life and what we were doing and what our household income was at the time. So, goals will change, but you need to put them down and you need to set them. That's so important. Mom skills into job skills as a mom, and if you're a working woman out there, you can relate to this too. I mean, we have so many skills. I mean, as a mom, there's so much going on. I mean, look at some of these skills that you may not even know you have. Your research and problem solving is number 1. I'm sure you are a mediator many, many, many times. You have great time management skills, organizational skills, communication. I mean, you have to learn to communicate with kids, with adults, to get what you want, to get them to do what you want. Collaboration, mediation. I mean, you're dedicated to your kids, you're reliable, you're always there, or whether it's to your job or to your business, you are there. These skills are invaluable. You have teaching skills, supervising skills, managing skills. I mean, there's so much. I mean, I didn't know much about business, but I learned it along the way, and it really developed me into the person that I am today. It really helped develop me to a businesswoman who, can make decisions, can alter things when needed, And I'm very, very proud of it. It's been a long journey. It's been an incredible journey, and I feel like I'm starting another journey with Princess Tea Party Business and helping other women and moms out there do the same thing that I'm doing, because I want to see it. I mean, it's great. I want to see these businesses flourish it and pop up, because I truly believe it is a perfect business for women and moms. So leveraging your skills, definitely something that we will do, and something that you'll see how many skills you actually have as a working woman or as a mom. Number 3, learning to operate your business. I put together a manual, a handbook called Become a Princess Tea Party Business Owner. And it took years to get this developed, but it is written by me. And it has step-by-step instructions, advice, and it's not written by, like I said, someone again who, a business, it's not written with someone with an MBA who writes a ton of these business books. And there's a lot of fluff, there's a lot of business formula in it. That's all great. You need some of the formula, and profitability numbers and all of that, but you need to know how to run this business. And I've done it. I've been there. I'm still doing it. I mean, it's been almost 20 years. That's incredible. That really is a long time. So I put together this handbook to help you learn how to operate your business. Secret number 3, how to creatively leverage social media, marketing, and promotions. I mean, like I said, social media is very big, especially Facebook. I mean, I utilize Facebook a lot. There's also, as you know, Instagram and Twitter, but Facebook seems to work the best for me. And I'll show you how to do that. I have come up with some great, inexpensive, in fact, free marketing and promotion ideas that I've generated and utilized throughout the years. There's so many things that you can do. You can do contests, you can do giveaway. There's so much, and I've done them all. And I can give you ideas and some formulas for bringing in business and keeping business coming in year after year. So let's go through the 3 secrets of starting a Princess Tea Party business. So the first thing would be setting up your website. I mean, step number 1 is setting up your website. Website is very important. It does not have to be an elaborate website. It does not have to be, have all the bells and whistles in it. Basically, your website, you want to be able to show people what you do, give out information, give out pricing, and be able to take reservations online. I mean, party that I have, I do it all through email. I never talk to a parent. It's all done through email, probably on the average about 3 emails to set up the party. I will take a reservation, let them know the available dates and times, and I'll also take their deposit online. So setting up your website is very important. The other thing is, again, social media, Facebook. I'll show you how to do all of this. Facebook is so important, and you can do it relatively inexpensively. You can, and it's proof. You're here on this webinar because of Facebook. Promotions, I will show you tested and proven marketing and promotion strategies. I've done it all. I have some great ideas, and I'm sure you have some great ideas if we just stir them up a bit. Who this business is perfect for. Like I said, it's perfect for moms, stay-at-home moms, for working women, and for small business owners. If you have a complementary business that possibly deals with children or in the entertainment, this can be the perfect add-on business. This could be perfect for you. Let me know what category you're in. I guess you can type it in. I can't really see it right now, but go ahead if you want to put it in there. So here are some of the reasons most women don't pursue their dream. Lack of money, definitely. Lack of experience, lack of time, and lack of support. I mean, I fell into a lot of those categories, but if I was to show you a plan, I could get you adding income on a flexible schedule, would you be interested? I mean, yes. I mean, I wish I had this when I first started because I had to create everything from nothing, you know? So, I mean, I wish I had a plan, someone could help me and just, you know, alleviate some of the things that I had to do. Let me just show you what I have developed in my Princess Tea Party business system. I've developed 2 master classes. This is part 1 in the master class. And when you sign up, you'll get access to 12 different modules. So here's part 1. There are 6 different modules, very important ones: setting the foundation, fine-tuning your business plan, getting started, ramping up operations, get ready to go, and refining the details. So all this is included. In the masterclass part 1, we'll cover all the basics for you to get started. And this is valued at $2,267. Of course, I'm not going to charge you that, but goal settings, a lot of the things we talked about, creating a budget, your venue, your niche, you know, startup requirements, inventory. It took me so much time to figure out the vendors and inventory, pricing, finalizing your packages and formats. I mean, there's a lot of information in there. Part 2 is your operating and marketing masterclass. There's also 6 modules. With these marketing tools, you'll be able to get started right away at very little cost. And you can see some of them here. I mean, quality control, promotions and advertising, additional income streams, and overcoming specific challenges. I mean, I will help you with those things because each one will be different and you'll all have your own individual challenges. So here's what you'll get in the Marketing Masterclass Part 2. This is valued at $1,511. How to look at all these things: how to operate your business, customer service, reservations, contracts, adding income streams, marketing and promotions. Is it time to expand? And again, overcoming specific challenges. So here's what you'll get. You will get in this, you will also get website and marketing templates. I mean, look how beautiful these are. This is your branding here to get started right away. It's beautiful. It is, it's easy to use, and it can get you going. It can be used for anyone. All you need to do is fill in your specific information. There's a website template and a video tutorial to show you how to do it. All the marketing templates included. I'll run down these. You can see all of these. I feel like this is everything you need to get started. Just fill in your specific information and you're print it up and you're good to go. The essentials you need to get up and running successfully. So the Princess Tea Party Masterclass, Princess Tea Party Operating and Marketing Class, your website and marketing templates. Total value is $5,178. That's the value of these. Plus bonus materials. You'll get step-by-step instruction guides. So like I told you about my guide, How to Become a Princess Tea Party Business Owner. It's a 64-page guide with everything you need. I spent years working on this. You'll also get a 48-page guide on how to become a children's etiquette teacher. This is such an important aspect of this business. It just complements it so well, and it's very easy to do. You don't need a degree. You don't need any special training. It is very easy to do. I'll give you demonstration videos on how to set your table, food preparation, makeup and fancy hairdos. Anyone can do this. You don't need to be an expert stylist or makeup artist to do this. It's all very simple. Valued at $1,094. So it's all the essentials to get you up and running successfully. The master classes, website and marketing templates, the bonus materials. The total value is $6,272. Plus, as an added bonus, you will get customer forms and reservation templates. I mean, it took me months to figure this out and to get the right verbiage down and create the most efficient customer forms and reservation templates, Facebook advertising templates, event schedule and scripts, what to say, how to do your parties, exactly schedule on your parties, communication samples, how to communicate with your guests, your parents. This is all valued at $1,075. So again, here's what you're going to get. I mean, I tried to put in everything I could think of to get you started up efficiently, quickly, and the right way. So the total value of this is $7,347. I mean, that's a lot of money, but it's a lot of information. Now, let me ask you something. If all this package did was get you to create a new business, would it be worth it? Would it be worth $7,347? While, and I had two choices. I mean, I could go as low as possible, but the problem is, you would still be lost, possibly. I couldn't add the coaching and support and everything. I feel I can get you started right away, and most importantly, the right way to reach your goal. So I decided to go with the second option, which obviously requires a slightly higher investment on your part, but you get to dedicate, we can dedicate more time, energy, and resources to help guarantee your success. I mean, I want to help you. I want to be there. I want to take up that challenge with you. So I went with the second choice. And again, you get a ton of materials. It took a while for me to think up everything that I needed to put in this system for you. So your special price is $697. I mean, I really wish I had this when I first started. I would have gladly paid this amount. I would have gladly paid a lot more because I did spend a ton of money. So here's the perspective. You can do it yourself, or you can get an expert like myself to do it. The cost of doing it yourself is tons of time, tons of money, and aggravation, and I've done it all for you. So take advantage of this business system. You will learn straight from an expert rather than wasting all your time and money being hindered by problems that I have already solved. You will get started confidently in a timely and cost-effective manner, and you will learn all of my best practices to organize and execute the perfect Princess Tea Party every time. So here's my guarantee: a 30-day money-back guarantee, and your price is only $697. I mean, you can't even hire a business consultant for that much. Or I'm also doing 3 payments of $249. So if you're not quite sure and you want to do it, $249. If you're starting a business, you need to have some income and capital to go into it. So $240 is not a big amount. So don't delay. So what you want to do is copy and paste this link below. It'll come up on your chat also. And if you're serious about starting a Princess Tea Party, I guarantee this system will help you get started quickly and the right way to develop a long-lasting, lucrative income. It's the system I wish I had when I started nearly 20 years ago. And I hope to see you in the first session. I know we went on longer than expected, and I just have so much information, and I'm so excited about this. So, I really hope to see you in the first session of our master class. It was fun. If you're interested, take advantage of this. I mean, this, again, I have to say, this is the perfect business for women moms. It has been so great for me, and I want to help you do it, and I want to pass this information along. So all I can say right now is thank you and aloha.